In this module, we are going to learn how to create an email. So you're going to navigate under the Content tab to Emails. And there's actually 4 ways that you can create an email. So we're going to walk you through the template-based version, but you can build a new email from an existing template, build a new email from HTML, build an email from just text, or revise an existing email. We're going to walk through the steps of creating a template-based email. So by clicking on the Create button and selecting Template-Based, the first step is selecting the template. So you would have had to have already created and saved a template either in your templates folder, but we are going to grab a template from the shared templates folder called ASU Letterhead. And this template is actually available to anybody at ASU that is using the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So I select ASU Letterhead and click OK. And then the next steps are required, and that is naming the email. And this is an internal name. So we're going to go ahead and call this Test for Training. And then the email subject, which is the subject line that the end user would see, or the recipient of the email would see. So you want to make sure that your subject line is written for the recipient and is something that they understand. The pre-header is not a required field, but it is another way to ensure that your email is read. So the pre-header is the text following the subject line that a subscriber sees when an email is previewed. Use a pre-header to enhance the value of the email content. You can add a call to action, a short summary of your email, additional text to support the subject line, or even provide some sort of promotion. The pre-header box does not have a character limit, but keep in mind the number of characters displayed varies depending on the email client. Gmail shows about 100 characters for subject line and pre-header text combined, so lengthy subject lines might prevent the pre-header text from displaying. The iPhone displays about 140 characters in the traditional vertical view, regardless of subject line length. And some email clients can be configured to show greater or lesser number of characters or show none at all. So some email clients do not even display pre-headers. The best practices are that you want to limit your pre-header message to 85 to 100 characters. You want to test the pre-header content by viewing it in multiple email clients for an idea of how many characters the recipient might see. And you want to test the email and the pre-header on mobile devices by viewing your content in the traditional vertical and horizontal views. So just as a reminder, be sure to test your pre-header. Your next option is to save the location of your email. By default, it's going to save in the My Emails folder, but by clicking the Select button, you can change the location. You could add a new folder under My Emails, or you can save it in the Shared Emails folder and make this email available to everybody at ASU using the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. We're going to go ahead and save this email in the My Emails folder. Target language is set by default to the United States, but you can change that here. You can also associate this email to a campaign by selecting or creating a campaign while you are building the email. We won't be creating a campaign with this email, so we're just going to go ahead and click Save. Okay, from here you can see that we have a banner, which is the ASU logo, and then we have one main body content area. So all of our email content will need to be created in this one block. To create your content, simply click on the box and a pop-up window will appear. From here, you want to click the Create Content drop-down and choose the type of content that you would like to create. The first content option is just generic content that you can either type or copy and paste or pull from assets in your portfolio. You can also choose to create dynamic content, which would be based on personalization strings or data extensions, and you can choose to A/B test your content, meaning you would create 2 versions of your content, naming one A and one B, and that the Marketing Cloud will test the engagement with your content. We're going to go ahead and select the first option to create regular content. Now you're able to choose the type of content that you would like to create. Will you be typing text only, or maybe just pulling an image from your assets in your portfolio? Or will you be using both text and images? And here you can see the different orientations that are available to you, either with the image on top, below the text, to the left, or to the right. Finally, you can use freeform or paste HTML. We're going to go ahead and choose image right so that we have text on the left with an image that we're going to pull in from the portfolio on the right. Click next and you're able to choose an image from your portfolio. So here you can see a scrolling menu of all of the different assets that we have loaded into the Marketing Academy's portfolio. You can change the portfolio folder by selecting this drop-down menu. We are currently looking in the shared portfolio, but you might save your images in your portfolio. Under the shared portfolio, you can see that we have preloaded many different logos, including social icons, as well as university logos. And these are all available to ASU staff using the Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Other images are available under the Images folder. We're going to go ahead and select something from an Email 101. Next, you can choose the image size. You can choose to load the image as it was originally loaded into the portfolio, or you can resize the image from small, medium, and large. We're going to stick to the original and see what the image looks like in the content block. Next, you can give the image a URL so that if a subscriber clicks on the image, they would visit a website. We're going to add a link to the asu.edu website, and we're going to tell the Marketing Cloud to track how many subscribers click on the image and visit the website. Next, you can assign properties to your content. You can adjust the border size, the border color, the background color, the padding around the image by pixels, and the default font. For this email, we're going to leave the properties as they are. So as you can see, the original image is very large. So we want to adjust the image size, and by doing that, we click on the image and then right-click and select Image Properties. Here we can resize the image. By clicking on the different image size options, you can see the width and height that the pixels are automatically changed. You can also customize and maintain aspect ratio to increase or lower the size of the image. We're going to go ahead and let the Marketing Cloud adjust the size by selecting large and setting the image as 200 pixels wide by 112 pixels tall. Because we assigned a URL to allow subscribers to click on and visit by clicking on this image, we now need to provide a link tooltip and tracking alias. This means that when a subscriber mouses over this image, the link tooltip will tell them where they will visit when they click on it. So we are going to give this tooltip the name ASU website, and tracking alias is an internal term. It's not something that a subscriber will see, so I'm just still going to name this ASU website, but I'm going to tell tracking that it is the home page. Okay, from here you can see that editing our image properties adjusted the image by making it smaller. So now we're able to actually see the space where we can begin typing and editing our content. So by clicking on this area, you can start free typing, or you can copy and paste. You don't want to copy and paste from Microsoft Word. You should always copy and paste from a notepad or a text pad that has had formatting removed. You can also adjust and personalize the content in a number of ways. One way to personalize your content is to add the subscriber's first name. From here, you click on the personalization drop-down, select the first name field, and it will automatically insert the first name of the subscriber. From here, you can enter down and either free type your text or copy and paste. So you'll have to redo your formatting, but you're able to do most of the formatting that you're able to do in Microsoft Word here in the WYSIWYG. So you can highlight text and bold it or italicize. You can increase the size and change the font. You can also hyperlink text by highlighting it and selecting the Insert Link button and typing in the website URL. You always want to select Conversion Tracking Link to make sure that the Marketing Cloud is tracking how many people click on and engage with your linkable content. Once you're ready, you can save your content and begin previewing it in the email. Do that by clicking on the Preview tab, and you can toggle between desktop and mobile view. When you're ready, you can test your content by either using Send Preview or doing a test send. Send Preview will help you preview dynamic content by selecting a list. We're not using dynamic content, so we're going to go back to the email and select Test Send to receive a copy of the email in our inbox. You can send the test to multiple addresses, but it will always default to your email address. Once you've sent your test, you want to preview your email in multiple browsers and windows. So we recommend looking at the email in Microsoft Outlook, Gmail, on an iPhone and an Android, and choosing many different email clients, browsers, and windows to ensure that the email looks and previews like you would expect.